Yo, we are back. Welcome back to another episode of the Sauce. Red hot right now. 8-3 in the last 2 nights. It's been a great week. Let's keep it rolling tonight, but we are going lighter tonight. It's only 6 games, and we got some weird lines we're looking at. So a little bit of a light night, but still some value here. Let's do it.
Welcome to the Sauce. Hey, get the sauce. The sauce. The sauce. Hey, get the sauce.
First game up, Pacers versus Nets in Indiana. This line opened Indiana plus 9.5. Huge home dog here. And as expected, all the early bets and early money is on Brooklyn. Action stays on the Nets all throughout the rest of the morning. Now we got a line drop around 10 a.m. Drops from 9.5 down to 8.5. This could be because Claxton's ruled out. Could be a number of things. Honestly, I don't really care. The Nets are going to cover. I'm going with Brooklyn. It's crunch time right now. Situational standings carry a lot of weight right now. Not saying teams are tanking. I'm not a big, they're tanking guy. But some teams are definitely going to be going harder than others. And the Nets are battling for the number 1 seed in the East. Now, the Pacers are right in the thick of the playoff race. I believe they're in the 9th spot in the East. So they're coming out at 100% also. We're going to see 100% effort from both teams tonight, which is great. Problem is the 100% effort from the Nets is far superior to the 100% effort of the Pacers, especially without Sabonis and Miles Turner. Now, some handicappers might tell you that this is a bad matchup for the Nets, right? Because they're on the road in Indiana. Pacers play pretty good defense against a 3-point shot, which obviously bad news for the Nets. And the Pacers have Karis LeVert, who might be in revenge mode against his old team. These are decent points. They're not wrong by saying that. But the talent levels alone in this game, I'm not fading the Nets right now, man. Durant is pissed, like I said. Give me Brooklyn minus 9.5 or 8.5 if I can get it. Lock it in. It's going on the menu. Anything changes, Twitter, Instagram story, and Facebook. Next game. Next game up, Pistons, Mavericks in Detroit. I think it's in Detroit. Yeah, it's in Detroit. This line opened Detroit plus 8.5. Now, I'm going to show you all the bet percentage and the money percentage like I always do for the morning. I'm going to show you. But really, does any of this matter with the injury reports in this game? I don't even know how I'm going to fit myself on the screen with all these injuries listed. I'll probably have to make myself real small in the edit. But Pistons are resting a lot of players. We're going to see a lot of Isaiah Stewart and Saddiq Bey for Detroit tonight. Oh, yeah, and the entire Mavericks team is listed as questionable also. This is crazy. But here's the thing. The Mavericks are right in the middle of the Western Conference playoff race. I believe they're in the 6th spot, which means they're 1 spot above the playing games. 6 is huge this year. You want to be 6 or higher. You don't want to have to fall into those playing games. So I'm taking the Mavericks. I'm taking Dallas minus 8.5. For right now, I'm leaving it off the menu. I need to see injury reports, but I may add it. I need to make sure Luka's playing, Porzingis. I may add it later is what I'm saying. Stay tuned. Instagram story, Twitter, next game. Next game up, Rockets versus Bucks in Houston. This line opened Houston plus 13, and everyone's on Milwaukee, as they should be. The Rockets are such a shit pile, man. All the action stays on the Bucks all morning. Everything's still on Milwaukee. We're still looking at Houston plus 13. Houston plus 13.5 on some books. Giannis is listed as probable, which means he's probably going to play. Honestly, I would probably take Milwaukee minus 13, even if Giannis wasn't playing. This Rockets team is so bad. I'm still so pissed at them from the other night when they took that loss to Minnesota. This spread could be 27. And I would still probably pick Milwaukee minus 27. Like, fuck this team. So give me Milwaukee minus 13. Throw it on the menu. If anything changes, Twitter, Instagram story, and Facebook. Next game. Next game up, Timberwolves, Warriors in Minnesota. This line over Minnesota plus 5.5 here. So we got a nice little home dog here in Minnesota. Everyone's all over Golden State. Bets and money all on the Warriors. Check this line drop out, though. It goes from 5.5 all the way down to 2.5. Now it's back up to 3.5. I'm not 100% sure the reasoning for this line movement. I was given a theory, though. Someone tweeted it to me. So apparently, if Minnesota falls outside of the top 3 in the lottery in next year's draft, then the Warriors get their first-round pick. So there are some theories out there that say Golden State wants Minnesota to win this game and a couple more, so they stay out of the bottom 3 in the league and the Warriors get an extra first-round pick. Now, that's a theory. Me personally, I'm not sure if I buy into that, because with that logic, let's say we're buying that, wouldn't Minnesota also be trying to lose the game to protect their first-round pick? Like, what is Minnesota playing for that they're going to just win a bunch of games and give up their first round pick? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say it applies to one half and not the other. Also, the Warriors are in the 10 seed in the West right now. That's the hot seat. 10 teams make the playoffs this year. The Warriors are in that last spot. They got the Pelicans and Zion chasing them. Do we really think Steve Kerr and Steph and the Warriors are going to go out and want to lose this game for this first round pick instead of securing a playoff spot? I find that very hard to believe. So I will be taking Golden State on the road, -3.5, and I will be putting it on the menu. If anything changes, Twitter, Instagram story, and Facebook, next game. Next game up is Nuggets versus Raptors in what I think is going to be the best game of the night. This should be a great game. This will definitely be on my main TV. If you like watching good basketball, this is your game to watch tonight. Denver -4.5 is the line, and everyone's on Denver early. Check out the swing at 10 a.m. though. We got the line dropping from Denver -4.5 down to Denver -3. In my opinion, this is most likely because they downgraded Will Barton from questionable to out for the Nuggets, and I know Will Barton isn't a superstar, but if you look at the box scores and watch the Nuggets games, he's actually a pretty solid piece for them. It pains me to say that although this is obviously the best game of the night, I'm probably going to leave it off the menu because it's too much of a toss-up. I'm leaning Toronto +3, so I'm going to put Toronto +3 up here for the video. Probably not going on the menu. Honestly, I may end up just gambling on this game and putting a unit or two on Toronto money line to win just to make it more fun to watch. I like Toronto. All their guys came back and they've played the Nets twice and the Knicks, so people don't realize that that team's actually playing pretty well. I think they win, but not going on the menu. If anything changes, Twitter, Instagram story, and Facebook next game. Next game up, Thunder versus Pelicans in Oklahoma City. This line opened to OKC +9.5 points, and early action came in slightly leaning New Orleans. Same exact story all morning. We got the money slightly leaning towards the Pelicans, and the line is still Thunder +9.5. The time is now for the New Orleans Pelicans. They are in the 11th spot in the West. They are 3 games out of a playoff spot with 3 weeks to go in the regular season. If there was ever a time for the Pelicans to turn up, it's right now. So give me the Pelicans -9.5. This probably is my favorite pick of the night. I think they blow them out. Give me Pelicans -9.5 on the menu. If anything changes, Twitter, Instagram story, and Facebook next game. My bad, I did it again. There is no next game. So that's it for this episode. 3 items on the menu, maybe 4. We're betting light. I might lower my units tonight. There's no reason to ruin this good week with tonight, especially when we got another loaded slate tomorrow night. There's no reason to overextend tonight. Let's play smart and safe. VIPs, I'll be texting you right after I upload the video. I'll probably put out a parlay later, maybe on Twitter for everyone. Maybe just, we'll figure it out. But I will talk to you later. Let's make some money tonight.